What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the football video where the topic is that Steven Gerrard, my all-time favorite footballer, I have his shirt as you can see, is appointed officially the Glasgow Rangers manager. What is your opinion about this? Let me know your thoughts. Is this a very risky move for Steven Gerrard's managerial career? I think it comes maybe 1 or 2 years too soon, in my opinion, to manage such a huge, iconic, historic club. Don't forget that probably fan base wise and historically outside of England, the Rangers are probably in the top 2 best supported teams in the United Kingdom, apart from the top 6 in the Premier League. And the Rangers are a huge club, but they are in a mess. They are in a shambles, both on the pitch and off the pitch. And actually their former managers, Graham Murty, was sacked after they lost 5-0 to Celtic, their arch rivals, who have been winning every single league title since 2011. So Gerrard has a mountain to climb. I'm a little bit on the fence in terms of, is this a good decision for Gerrard or not? I still feel that he should have stayed at Liverpool under 18s for maybe 1 or 2 years, or maybe join the reserve team and coach them and then step up. This is a huge opportunity and I can't fault Gerrard for taking it, because there is not many opportunities like this where for a young manager, remember that Steven Gerrard, we should forget about what a brilliant player he was. He was, in my opinion, the best player in Liverpool's illustrious history, and that says a lot. He dragged Liverpool to more than 10 trophies and titles, and it was just an incredible achievement. But manager-wise, Steven Gerrard is still a very young, inexperienced manager, and he needs experiences like this. If he doesn't take Rangers on now, then you could argue he won't get the same experience coaching the under 18s or the Liverpool reserve side. Steven Gerrard said that he accepted the job because of a gut feeling. When he had the phone call from Rangers asking Gerrard, would he be willing to negotiate becoming the next Rangers manager, he had a good feeling in his gut and he just felt that this is the right move for him at this stage of his managerial career, and you can't fault Gerrard for that. And if he fails at Rangers, nobody will really blame Gerrard, because the situation is that Rangers have players who are championship quality, most of them. I mean, Rangers fans are getting excited when they are linked with a Burnley player, Scott Arfield, I think, who is not a regular at Burnley. And that shows the level where Rangers is at the moment. Sadly, when Rangers got relegated to the 4th division because of financial issues, the Scottish football lost a lot of money. Celtic suffered as a result as well, even though I'm sure Celtic fans were happy that Rangers were in such a bad situation. But overall, the appeal for sponsors and everybody went down in terms of the appeal of the Scottish League, the Scottish Premier League, and it never recovered since. And if you take a look at the budget of Rangers and Celtic have a lot more money and they have a lot better players. They have also a better, more experienced manager. But this is a great opportunity for Gerrard to gain some invaluable experience. And Steven Gerrard said, I am honored to become the next manager of Rangers. I have enormous respect for this football club and its history and tradition. I can't wait to start this new journey at Rangers as we look to build on the many successes that this club has achieved. Also, their chairman said that we are delighted to confirm today that Steven Gerrard will become the next manager of Rangers. He signed a 4-year contract, which is huge. In today's football world, to get a 4-year contract shows a lot of faith in Rangers. And if it goes badly, then Steven Gerrard will leave Rangers with a huge financial package, because if Gerrard gets sacked before his 4-year contract is up, and that's that could happen if Gerrard doesn't do well. But what constitutes success nowadays for Rangers? That is another topic. But if Gerrard gets sacked, he gets a huge financial payoff, because the remaining of his contract is paid off in full for Gerrard until he gets the next job. So it's a fascinating situation, and I will watch the Rangers press conferences now, because I just love Steven Gerrard. He is my all-time favorite football player who ever played. From all the players who ever played football, he was my hero as a kid growing up as a Liverpool fan. He represented everything that you love about football and everything that you love about Liverpool. So I'm really a little bit worried and nervous for him, but Gerrard has a huge experience, and he's a very smart man. So I'm sure that he will try everything, and he has Jurgen Klopp to take advice from. He has Rafa Benitez to take advice from, even though he said in some interviews that he wasn't as close with Rafa Benitez as he was with other managers, for example Brendan Rodgers. And it's weird now, because Brendan Rodgers and Gerrard used to get along really well at Liverpool, and now they are rival managers, which is fascinating. And the Old Firm derbies, the next ones, will be great and will be really interesting what Gerrard can do. But Rangers are starting from a lot lower than Celtic in terms of where the two clubs are, in terms of their finances. Celtic have been making the Champions League in the past 2 or 3 seasons, and yes, they didn't go far in the competition, but still, even just playing in the group stage is a huge windfall, huge money coming into Celtic. On the other hand, Rangers have a lot of trouble. Their board seems to make all the wrong decisions, appointing the wrong managers, signing the wrong players, and they are struggling really in the past few years. So I think this is a huge chance for Rangers as well to maybe get back to where they belong, get back to where they used to be, but it will be brutally hard. Recruitment needs to be spot on, because Rangers doesn't have the same amount of money as Celtic. I keep referring to that, but money talks in football nowadays, and some players might go to Rangers because of Gerrard is the manager, but mainly they will go because they want to go, and not just because Gerrard is the manager. Because if, for example, if a Premier League club, for example, there is a player at Bournemouth, for example, and if he gets an offer from Rangers, Rangers won't be able to offer the same wages for him that he used to get at Bournemouth, and that could be a big problem, attracting the right kind of players, attracting quality players, and Gerrard might struggle because of this. You are only as good as your team, you are only as good as your players, and Steven Gerrard might be the best manager in a long time, but if he doesn't get great players to work with, there is not a lot that he can do. But he certainly, in my opinion, can and will improve Rangers. So let's see what their chairman said. From the very beginning, talks have been extremely positive, and we believe that Steven Gerrard is the right man to drive Rangers forward. He was extremely impressive throughout our negotiations, and we are convinced that he has the necessary knowledge and temperament to lead the club to the success we all desire. This is a special day for our club, our fans, and for Steven Gerrard. And managing director Stuart Robertson also said, and I find this interesting, we believe we have appointed the perfect man to manage our club at this time. He's an exciting appointment for the club, and I believe that the Rangers support will back him as only they can. And they also added, from the moment we met with Gerrard to discuss this opportunity, we felt that his ambitions and desire to succeed equaled our own for the club. Make no mistake, Steven fully understands the demands that come with managing a club of this stature, and we look forward to exciting times ahead. The big question is, can they supplement Gerrard with the right players, with the right budget to succeed in Scotland? Even winning a cup at this point would be a success, because the Celtic are sweeping up almost all of the trophies in Scotland, so even to getting to a cup final and winning it would constitute a success for Rangers. And I don't think Rangers have a realistic chance to win the Scottish Premier League next season with Gerrard, unless they sign some incredible players, and that would take some doing. But let me know what is your opinion about this appointment. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.